I absolutely love the social aspect of the sport.
Andrew Paris fell in love with curling when he was 7 years old and vividly remembers the first time he stepped on the ice.
I fell on my face and hurt my nose.
Paris is known in the Nova Scotia curling community for his kind and generous personality. He's been curling for more than 2 decades at the amateur level, and in that time, he says, he's experienced multiple instances of racial prejudice in the sport.
Typically, when a person of color walks into a curling club, there's a lot of glances of, "Oh, you're different. What are you doing here?" And it's not always meant with malintent, but the fact that you stick out in a sport that's predominantly white.
As with his first time curling, Andrew also remembers one of the first times he experienced racism on the ice.
I threw a rock too hard, and the coach who was out on the ice at the time said to me as I was sliding by that that's why Black people don't curl.
Wanting to make the sport more inclusive and create meaningful change, Andrew created Black Rock Initiative, which launched just under a year ago. The goal is to bring more Black, Indigenous, and people of color into the sport and to provide curling clubs with the resources to be more welcoming.
How good you are or aren't, we put that off to the side. We focus solely on safety and fun. And based on that, and based on some of the things that we see, we know that we're on the right track. So we're continuing to move with these programs, and then we'll grow from there.
Right now, the program is based in Nova Scotia, but Black Rock is partnered with Curling Canada and a number of other sports organizations. Paris has met with clubs across the country and says most curling groups are on board and want to make the sport more inclusive. For City News in Toronto, I'm Lindsay Dunn.